All right, Jack. All right, Jack. Yep. So we're going to try one session from here and see how that goes. Firstly, the weather. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing with the weather. What type of work are you guys doing in this weather? Because I'm really having to think a lot about doing something, especially a task which requires you to clean up. That's a lot of work. You can't even wash your clothes without the AC these days. It's amazing. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in case I don't get the timing correct. So I've been thinking that there is a way to break the consistency barrier. And that way would be to record back-to-back sessions in like one day. I think that is the way that will cut it. So if I record more than one session a day, right, and then if I upload each one every day, so that'll give me more room to prepare for the next video or for the next session. But then I will keep the uploads going on, which would mean that I would be in lead, I would be in advance. And that is what I want, is somehow not break the flow. That is the last thing I would do, or I would allow myself to do, is to break the flow. Because many things have been happening lately, and I've been trying to sequence the steps so that I can follow so that I cannot miss any important aspect of the journey, whatever I am on. It just makes sense for me to be able to get the most out of what I can do. And I think the audio did cut it in the last video, so I'm quite satisfied with that. The EQ worked, but I still have to test it out a couple of more tries, and maybe then I will have an understanding as to what should be my flow. But so far, I'm satisfied with the EQ. It just depends on whether any other changes are to be made to that. If not, then we can fix the settings And that's how I will keep it. So nothing much in the session, except what we're going to do is I hope this doesn't become a habit, but I'm just doing it until we get the flow right. Once we get the flow right, then we can get back to making some music and focusing on that aspect of the content that I need to unfold, which will happen slowly. I guess it wouldn't happen all of a sudden. It would take time because what, I got to be in mood as well to be actually listening to the music I made, and I need to sink in with the vibe in order for me to lay out what I've done. If I can make accurate measurements on how that should flow, then I think we will be in control. Because that is the part that I'm most excited about, is how some of the ideas I think about can overlay the music, and then we can leave room for some contemplation after that. And I've always wanted that, is to get some space available for myself where I can just talk about some ideas, let it flow as it flows naturally, not interrupted too much. And that's what if I lose it, then I'm going to have to just maybe take a drag or take a hit so that I don't lose the flow that way. But ideally, what I was thinking is that normally I don't record for this very reason all the time, is that I zone out. Like right now, I just zoned out. I was thinking something, I was about to say it, but then it just went blank. I forgot what I was talking about. And this happens quite a lot. It happens very frequently. Especially when I get conscious, if and that is the part where I need to work on myself, is to dissolve, being very conscious, because the more you get conscious, the more I get conscious, the more I forget. And I want to be free with that. So hopefully this does resolve it. By the way, the stash is still not that great. It has very little of what I'm looking for. The stash I smoked last time was a little better than this, but this is absolutely worse. But as long as something keeps flowing, I don't have a problem with that because that's what I feel now. Is that it doesn't matter. Whether the stash is good or not. Now I feel what matters is just that the work has to be done. Even if I would be smoking, what is that called? um, what is that called? God damn it! What is that called? The the sawdust. Oh my god! Even if I have to smoke sawdust, I would smoke it. Just for the sake of rolling. Just for the sake of thinking about something and doing it. Alright, so there is more to the session. I want to continue it in about just a few minutes. In about just a few minutes. Because I've got to keep a track of the time. I don't want you blanking out on me again. I'll see you in a few minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.